Confined space, entrant. Objectives. Understand the definition of a confined space. Understand the definition of a permit required confined space. Understand the duties of a confined space entrant. Understand the typical hazards of a confined space. Note, prior to reviewing this video, you must review the confined space general information video. Definition. A confined space is large enough to enter and perform work, has limited access, and it is not designed for continuous human occupancy. A permit required confined space occurs when there is actual or potential hazardous atmosphere, materials are present that could engulf an entrant, it has an internal shape that could trap an entrant, or it contains other serious hazards. Examples. Examples include washers and vessel skirts, such as in the lime kiln area. In almost every instant, entrance into a confined space will require a permit. Coordination with mill personnel is key in determining if a space is permitted. Entrant duties. Enter confined spaces, know the hazards that could be faced, understand the PPE and equipment and how to use it, communicate with the attendant as necessary, alert the attendant to dangerous situations, and entrants should exit the permit space when an evacuation is ordered by the attendant, a dangerous situation is recognized, a prohibited condition is detected, or when the evacuation alarm is activated. Other entrant duties. Ensure the attendant accounts for the entry and exit. Ensure that they read and understand the permit. Ensure that they abide by the requirements of the permit and wear the correct personal protective equipment. Confined space hazards. Physical hazards such as mechanical equipment, moving parts, gases, liquids, fluids, heat, and noise. Oxygen deficiency. The minimum required oxygen level is 19.5% and the maximum is 23.5%. Remember, gases displace oxygen and a chemical reaction can reduce the O2 levels. Combustibility. Flammable gases or vapors, airborne combustible dust, LEL or lower explosive limit is greater than 10%. Toxic air contaminants. They occur from previous stored material and they may result from coatings or solvents. Engulfment hazards such as water or other liquids, grain, sand, sawdust, and powders. And note, further instruction on the specific confined space will be done prior to beginning confined space work. Quiz. 1. A confined space is large enough to enter and perform work, has limited access, and is not designed for continuous human occupancy. A. True. B. False. 2. Confined space entrants must know the hazards that could be faced. A. True. B. False. 3. Entrants do not have to understand a confined space permit. A. True. B. False. 4. Entrants are required to wear the correct PPE. A. True. B. False. And 5. The minimum oxygen level in a confined space is 19.5%. A, true. B, false.